Happy Monday! That probably wasn't necessary, but anyways, I'm getting ready to go grocery shopping. So, and I'm going to Trader Joe's. Got my Trader Joe's bag right here. Trader Joe's, just know that I support you. Alright, so I got my water bottle, got my sunglasses, got my headphones in, new podcast, we Gucci. I just want to say one more thing. So if you're ever wondering ways to fit in exercise, even if you feel like you don't have the time, definitely just walking. I pretty much walk everywhere that isn't an extreme distance, an extreme amount of distance to where I feel like walking back would just be so much of a chore. So never discount the fact that there's always time to fit in exercise. If you have errands to run, don't eliminate the fact that you could be walking while in the process of completing those errands. You always have to go grocery shopping. You could walk to the grocery store. It's just something to think about. So I basically found the aisle that has all of the glory in it.
So many ways to love ya, got me like, oh my God, I'm so in love. I found you finally, you make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh.
This is honestly almost packed to capacity. I guess I never really factor in what if I go overboard. This is the first time I think I went overboard with groceries, and I think I'm gonna get some muscle gains after carrying these two home. So yeah, this is just, you know, just let's think about the muscle gains. All the muscle gains I'm gonna get from taking this home, and I have to do this in an hour.
This is the Slimster.
Alright guys, so I thought it would be really cool, because I love grocery hauls, to show you my TJ's, Trader Joe's grocery haul. I love grocery hauls. Okay, so first things first, let's start off with the bananas. I love bananas. I love bananas. So I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, only 18 bananas. I thought I had 20. And I used to make shakes a lot. I used to make a lot of smoothies, but I actually am going to start back doing that, since I'm going to be incorporating a plant-based protein powder into my diet. And because I don't really use almond milk frequently, I need something to kind of cream up the protein shake, and bananas do the trick. So love bananas. They are my absolute favorite. Okay, so before I started tracking my macros, I used to like consume a lot of bananas in one day, but then once I realized not so much, I don't really care too much about the sugar content. That's not a really big concern of mine because it is a natural sugar, but you can eat too much of one thing. And once I realized that you could actually gain weight from eating whole foods and clean foods and plant-based foods, if you're consuming too much of it, I really decided to cut back. And because I have been tracking my macros, I'm actually able to be a little bit more mindful of how much I'm consuming, the calorie intake. And so I've just really decided to really just kind of cut back on the bananas, and I'm more than happy to share them with the rest of the folks in this house. So the next thing that I got in the potassium family is dates. I love dates. They are absolutely amazing for sweetening up my oatmeal. They're amazing for putting in like cookies. It's just a really great sugar substitute. And I'm working on my relationship with food. Sugar is not the end of the world. Sugar is not the devil. Refined sugar is not the devil. And so, but I do like to use more of a natural based sugar as opposed to a refined sweetener. If I can use a natural sweetener, then I will go ahead and do that. I'm always looking for natural sweetener alternatives as opposed to having a refined sugar. So dates really do it for me. You just kind of like crush them up and then kind of make it like a little bit of syrup with it. Just add some water. Perfect. I mean, they add so much flavor to oatmeal. At first I didn't understand how to do dates, but they're just amazing. They're amazing. Okay, so another thing that I love as like a sweetener is raisins. Got some organic Thompson seedless raisins. You don't have to get organic. I just figured the regular one was $2.79 and this was $2.99. I was like, oh, what the heck? I'll just get the organic. And there's about 100 so should I say the calories? Okay, so for the dates, the calories are 110. And that's about 2 to 3 dates, within 2 to 3 dates. So I'll probably only use like one date if I'm putting it in oatmeal. But if I'm making a batch of cookies or something like that, then a batch of oatmeal cookies, then I'll probably use a lot more, maybe like 4 or 5. And for my raisins, I used to go ham on the raisins, but now I like to use the recommended serving size, which is 11. And the calories in this, and I don't know if I said it already, is 130. Okay, so for my raisins, I also love putting this in my oatmeal. If I like to have like some nuts and raisins, which is very far few and in between because I'm not really like a trail nut type of person or a fruit and nut mix type of girl. I rather just not so much. I mean, but if I'm in the mood for something like that, then I'll add a few raisins. And I really love adding, so I love adding it in my oatmeal, and I really love adding them in my cookies again. So love this. And for some reason, I don't know, they start to taste like chocolate. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me. Let me know if it's just me, but like raisins, when they're melted and they like kind of are melted into whatever is in your bowl, they taste like chocolate. So love it. Got some coconut flakes. I know coconut flakes these are unsweet, so the organic unsweetened flake coconut. Again, you don't have to get organic. This is the only one that I saw. There was the flakes and then there was the coconut chips, I think. And they were both organic, so I bought the organic. And these are really high in calories. This is 200 calories, and I think they're high in fats as well. And it's a recommended size of 1/4 of a cup. I actually go ham on my coconut flakes, but since I've been watching my calorie intake and I've been tracking my macros and just really trying to stay within my allotted I guess, amount that I have for my fats, then I'll probably actually start measuring this. But I haven't been using coconut flakes as much as I used to since I started tracking my macros and just watching my calorie intake. However, it's good to just have coconut flakes on hand. Another natural sweetener that I love is honey. I have been experimenting with honeys for a while now. This is the organic wild collected raw honey. The serving size recommended is 1 tablespoon, which is actually a lot. Now that I have been measuring out my serving sizes, and it serves about 16. Calories are 60. Yeah, the calories are 60. There's no fat, I don't think. This is 60 calories. Okay, let's see, where else are we at? Let's just move on to like the real deal right here. I mean, this is what we're all waiting for, right? This is all that I went to Trader Joe's for. Peanut butter, okay? Peanut butter junkie every day, morning, noon, and night. That's all I'm saying. I purchased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. 6 peanut butters. And I purchased the crunchy, unsalted peanut butter. This is life. Like, I'm just going to say, when it comes to peanut butter, moderation, but I cannot say no to peanut butter. I love peanut butter. Peanut butter is just the way that it satisfies me, the way that it just goes down my throat and it hits my stomach. It's endless. Like there's no limits to what I can put peanut butter on. Do you have the time? Like seriously, I want to know, do you have the time for me to tell you how much peanut butter, everything that I can put peanut butter on? Okay, so I have 6 of these, but then I have been watching Amanda Bucci. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her channel. If you are not, you are living under a rock. Get with the program. But she used I think she had the crunchy cookie butter, I believe, where she uses cookie butters on, and she uses them quite a bit. And she's talked about a cookie butter. So I just decided to go ahead and get this, and I feel like it was calling my name. Now the calories are 90. And because I am working on my relationship with food, and I'm not trying to demonize foods, because you should be able to enjoy the foods that you like, but you should be able to have self-control when it comes to food. And so this is not 100%. This actually has wheat flour, candy sugar, vegetable oils and fats, palm oil and fat, canola oil. Like, it just has all these things that I usually would like turn my nose up, to. But I'm working on my relationship with food, and I'm not trying to deprive myself, because before I went on this super whole foods, quote unquote, clean eating journey, restricting food journey, very restrictive, I would have indulged in something like this. And so I think putting those things back into my diet will really help me when it comes to just working on my relationship and making sure I'm not overeating, and making sure I'm having that type of discipline, and just making sure that I'm not binge eating or anything like that. So I'm just trying to add more treats into my diet, but with moderation and discipline. I also purchased some nuts. I have the raw pecan pieces, pecan, tomatoes. I love nuts, and I really, really love pecans. Pecans are probably my favorite nut. So I would like put just a little bit, if I'm feeling froggy and I'm feeling really crunchy, I will put a few of them in my oatmeal, but I haven't as of late since I've been watching my fats. But like on those days where I really want like a nice treat, definitely am going to indulge in some pecans, and I love putting these in my cookies and pancakes. I purchased some strawberries, because who doesn't love strawberries? It is like just fruit season. Well, I love fruits every season, but the summer just really calls for fruits, and so I got some strawberries. I love putting in shakes and smoothies, and I love putting them in my oatmeal. Really love my oatmeal, and I love topping them on top of my pancakes and my cookies. And just fruit bowls. I love fruit bowls, so love strawberries. Okay, I also have some Persian organic cucumbers. I am a little, when it comes to cucumbers, when it comes to spinach, if I have the budget for it, then I will purchase organic. If I do not have the budget for it, I don't worry about it. I will pick a few things that I can buy that are organic, and then I will just, the rest I'll just buy that are not organic. But again, there haven't really, you know, they say that the pesticides are what could potentially cause cancer, but there has been no actual scientific proof that links pesticides to cancer. So because there hasn't been any scientific proof linking cancer to the pesticides that are sprayed on these vegetables and fruits, I try not to get too caught up in it. Like I said, if I have the money for it, I will purchase organically. If I do not have the money for it, I'm not going to like get my panties in a bunch. I'm just not going to worry about it because my grandma is still living and she doesn't purchase freaking organic. I mean, just think about all of the people that have been living, and I'm pretty sure we've been spraying, it's probably increased over the years, but I'm pretty sure we've been spraying pesticides on fruits and vegetables for years now, and there are people that are still living that do not buy organically. So it's just pick and choose your battles. That's all I say. I purchased some mini pearl grape tomatoes. I love grape tomatoes. I actually love like cherry and grape tomatoes more than I love like the bigger whole tomatoes or like the Roma tomatoes, just because they're easier to, I like the taste. I feel like they're a little bit more tangy and tart a little bit, and I like to actually cook with them more, and I feel like they're just more firm. So I really like those, and they're just easy to eat. They're not as juicy, I don't think. I also got some carrots, organic whole carrots. These, I didn't see any regular carrots, so I got the organic. I wouldn't worry about it too much, as I said before. My love for carrots are really growing. I love just snacking on carrots. I love putting carrots in my oatmeal cookies and pancakes, and I just love eating them with like dips, like a guacamole dip that I would make myself. And I love like soaking them in vinegar. Just such a great snack. Love carrots. And they're really good for your eyesight, and they're actually said to be really good for your hair too. Same thing with celery. Love celery. Celery is another vegetable that I love experimenting with in my dishes, and I love celery in my eggs. I will eat celery alone, just like with like carrots, and I will soak these in vinegar as well. Probably love carrots more than celery, but I love really cooking with celeries. It just adds like that nice crunch. When I steam my celery, I steam it lightly because I love that crunch. So good. And I've been working on really just steaming my vegetables very lightly because I'm a crunch girl. I'm crunchy. So I love vegetables that have like that crunch. Also got some jasmine rice. That's right, white jasmine rice. Now, I have been in the mood for rice as of late because I've been wanting something a little bit more thick, and since I'm trying this thing where I'm not restricting myself so much from foods, and you know, I just want to make sure that I'm not demonizing foods and looking at foods like you're the enemy, but this right here is something that I love jasmine rice. I love white jasmine rice. I think that it's way more, the texture is better than brown rice. It doesn't cook, it doesn't have to cook as long as brown rice. I just love it. I love it. It tastes really good. And I wanted white rice. I wanted it. So I got it. And I will still eat brown rice, but since I'm just working on my relationship with food, I said I want jasmine white rice. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm about to get it. So I did purchase this, and I will be making some meals with white jasmine rice. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I got some limes. I love to sanitize my meats with limes, so I'm a Haitian girl. That's what we do. And what else? Oh, I have have been really putting apple cider vinegar on my salads, but in the past, if I don't have apple cider vinegar, I will squeeze lime onto my salad. So I really love lime as like a dressing, and I love it to add like flavor, and I also have to sanitize my meats with limes. So that's my thing. Last thing is my favorite toothpaste ever on the planet, and that is anti-plaque toothpaste, all natural, no fluoride, and this is with fennel, propolis, and myrrh. I have talked about this on my beauty channel a couple of times, but if you're ever wondering what's the best planet in all of the universe, look no further. It is the anti-plaque toothpaste with fennel, propolis, and myrrh by Trader Joe's. I promise you, you will never go back to another toothpaste. I was trying to be cool. You will never go back to another toothpaste. Mark my words. I actually like knowing the prices of like the damage that people did. So I think that for the most part, Trader Joe's is pretty reasonable if you're on a budget, but you just have to make sure you're not going overboard, because I'll always say, I promise you I'm only going in for peanut butter and bananas, and then I come out with like a month worth of groceries. So I just need to be more mindful of that and just have a little bit more discipline. But my total was $61.11. I don't think that is horrible. I definitely could have been just a little bit more disciplined, but a lot of this stuff is going to last me for the whole month, so it's not that big of a deal. Fruits and vegetables, that's just something that comes with the territory. You have to restock pretty much every week to every 2 weeks, so it is what it is. But their bananas are like 19 cents a banana, and I think that's the best deal that I have come into contact with in all of my experience of grocery shopping. So, or at least that I can remember. Some other things are a little like, did I really just pay this much for raisins? But think about how long raisins are going to last you. And I actually have a bag of raisins already in the refrigerator. I just like to have, I like to be stocked. Peanut butter, I love to be stocked. Honey, this is probably going to last me for a month, or actually a little over a month. The pecans will probably last me a little over a month. The medjool dates will probably last me the whole month. Salsa is going to last me probably for 2 months. My carrots usually last me for a month. And so I just look at it that way. Like, it's just a lot of stocking. Oh, and my coconut flakes will probably last me a little bit over a month. Probably even longer than that. So I'm going to end the vlog right here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this grocery haul slash journey to the grocery store and back. Yep, that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe so you can see more videos like this and follow me along on my fitness, lifestyle, journey, all of those things. And thank you so much for watching. Favor, peace, and blessings, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.